Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Well, LibraryCon is later this week, so we are learning more about it. Here with us today, we have Jesse East, who is the branch manager at the Library Center, and Cullen Bunn and Kevin Watkins, who are writers. And we have some books here, too, as examples. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So tell me about LibraryCon for someone who has never been. What is it like?
LibraryCon is a very weird, wild, and wonderful thing for a library to be doing, number one.
Weird, wild, and wonderful. Sounds great. I love it already.
So it's a free event. It's a family-friendly event where we hope to introduce the world of comics and pop culture to people who might be new to it, but also to connect people who already are in love with that in ways that are meaningful to them. So we provide opportunities for them to meet really talented authors and illustrators of graphic novels and books. And we give them opportunities to connect with each other, too. We have open gaming sessions. We have a lot of cosplayers running around.
So Cullen and Kevin, you have a project you are working on together with other writers, too. It's called The Graveyard Slaughter, and you will be there at LibraryCon with this project. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so Graveyard Slaughter is an anthology collection. It's 4 horror short stories that are all sort of a tribute to the horror movies that we rented as kids. You know, when not from a fancy video store like a Blockbuster, but like a really dirty hole-in-the-wall store. But it's all these it's a tribute to the B horror movies that we really loved and helped shape who I am as a creator. And we have 4 stories. Kevin wrote 2 of them. I wrote 2 of them. We have a number of talented artists, and the exciting thing for me is that everybody, the entire creative team for that book is going to be at LibraryCon.
What has this process been like for you, Kevin?
It's been kind of, as far as the process goes, it's been humbling because, you know, you kind of play project manager. We have professionals involved. You know, you have Gary Bedell, you have Javier Salterez, you have Blackie Shepard, Adam McLaughlin, myself, and Cullen Bunn. So you come out and you say, hey, we want to do this project. It does really well on Kickstarter. It's like, oh crap, now we have to produce it. So it's going to be fun to kind of celebrate the process that we went through and everybody that was involved with it at LibraryCon, and we're really fortunate and humbled that, you know, we could be a part of it.
And you were talking about how just making that connection with the fans, the writers.
I've been doing comics now. That's how I make my living. I've been doing it now for over 10 years. When I was a kid, though, going to a convention is the only way I had to meet or interact with a creator in any way. There wasn't Twitter, social media is fine for that, but it's different than actually going up to them at a table and talking to them. And that's, for me now, that's probably one of the most rewarding things. That's the reason I go to conventions, is to meet people who read my work or people who haven't been exposed to my work yet and they're picking it up for the first time, and actually talking to them and getting a feel for the things they like and the things that they're interested in when it comes to comics. And in the case of LibraryCon, I think it's an amazing show for introducing people to comics just on a ground level, people who've never read comics before. Because there are comics, usually you think about comic books, you think of superheroes. And there's nothing wrong with superhero stories. They're great, I love them. But there are comics for every taste. If you're no matter what you're interested in, I promise you there's a comic book out there that is perfect for you and is geared towards you. And an event like LibraryCon really helps to open people's eyes to that.
Yeah, conventions are expensive. I mean, especially like in Kansas City, and I mean the big ones in New York and in San Diego. What I find just utterly amazing is this Jesse and her group of people for 7 hours put on this crazy banana sandwich convention that normally would cost $40 a pop for a person, or, you know, maybe it's a discount on Sunday, whatever. It's completely free. So you talk about the access. This provides a whole family not only to dress up, but to be a part of this celebration of pop culture, comic books, movies, but it's free. You know, and the thing that I love about LibraryCon is we're all coming together for a common goal, is providing that access, but also providing simply just books for kids to create and instill that imagination for generations to come.
You have some examples here of the books. I wanted to take a look at,
Sure.
at these. This is one of Cullen's books. Can you tell me more about this book?
So Harrow County is I call it a Southern Gothic fairy tale. It's a story of a young woman who's grown up in the country, and she's always known that she's surrounded by ghosts and goblins and things that go bump in the night. But on the eve of her 18th birthday, she finds out she's connected to those things in a way she never expected, and that she may be the reincarnation of this infamous witch. And it kind of sets sets everyone in her in the county against her.
Wow.
And it's a book that, you know, it's Jesse described it. How did you describe it earlier? It's creepy but sweet.
Creepy but sweet, yeah.
Creepy but sweet.
Ever. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Really.
Yeah, and it's a, you know, it's a book that's got a lot of scares, and it's got a lot of heart, but it's also a book that I think teens could really get into as well as adults. Even though it's, you know, it does have some things that go bump in the night in it.
Yeah, very cool. And this is just one example of what people will be seeing at LibraryCon. Your project, Graveyard Slaughter. I love that title. Where, when, what time? Tell me the final details for people who are interested in coming to LibraryCon.
This Saturday, August 17th, at the Library Center on South Campbell from 10 to 5. On Friday night, we also have a preview event with a band that tours nationally called Harry and the Potters. And it's a free concert, and all of the songs are about Harry Potter, so the Harry Potter universe. So please come to that, too.
Perfect. We will have all of those details on our website. That's ozarksfirst.com. Jesse, Cullen, and Kevin, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.